So welcome back to another tutorial on Clo3d to Blender animation. So in this video, I'll be giving you a breakdown on how I did this water simulation around this puffer jacket, as like what you can see on the screen right now. So I'll be giving just a breakdown. I would have done a tutorial, but then my laptop was quite laggy during the process, so it's going to take a lot of time. So I will just drop the breakdown and give you necessary assets you need that will be available in the description box, so you can download it from Gumroad. So this puffer jacket, I'll make it available for you on Gumroad. So and I'm sure the puffer jacket has fully be wrapped properly, like arranged in the UV editor properly, because I'm sure when you design something on Clo3d, it's always like scattered around. So there's a way you can put them all together. So this is the puffer jacket, these are the pieces. So it is fully arranged well in the UV editor. So that one is very important. So I exported my puffer jacket in GLB format. So I mostly prefer GLB format to OBJ sometimes, depending on because of texture, and it gives more quality. So you can always export it at either, you can export it as GLB, or you want to export it as OBJ, you get. So any one of them. So that is what you do. So when you do that, then we'll move to Blender to see the whole breakdown. So I'm going to my Blender interface. So I'll be explaining, giving you more details about the whole animation. So okay, yeah, this is the animation on my screen here, as you can see right now. So now the first thing you need to know before this animation is that I used Flipfluid add-on for this simulation, because in Blender Flipfluid add-on or Blender Flipfluid simulation is very laggy, or I would like to say it takes a lot from the system, so it takes time for me to even generate water from my system, from my laptop. So first of all, you need to export your import your GLB file into the timeline, into your interface. So the next thing you do is to start by doing the whole process of creating a domain. The domain is the box here. So first of all, you can create your domain. Just press Shift A, create a cube around the design here. You have to create a cube around the puffer jacket. That one is very important. Also, the Flipfluid, I can make it available for you. It will be available for you in the description box, so you can download it there. So if you want to install your add-on, before I move on, so what you need to go to is preference. Yeah. So this is add-on here, as you can see, and yeah, if I type Flipfluid, I have 1.4 anyways. So that's the Flipfluid I have here. So this is the Flipfluid 1.4 that I'm using for this simulation. Yeah. So this is it. So the next thing I did here was, after creating a cube shape, if you know how to do the fluid simulation, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. So I created a domain, which is the cube around the object. As you can see, this is the cube here. So it's transparent. When you convert the mesh into a domain, it becomes transparent. Yes, it looks like wireframe, or you give this wireframe look. Yes, this wireframe look. So the next thing I did was to click on Shift A and add a curve. I found this curve from Curve Profile, and the name is Clo3d. This is Clo3d here. So this is the Clo3d I use for this curve. You can see around here. This is the curve that this water is flowing through. This curve around here, and water is flowing through. Let me go back to tab because taking it. So this curve you can see around here. So it was made from Clo3d. I got it from Clo3d. So there's something I'm supposed to show you before clicking on that. So I'll click on Shift A again for the curve. So let's go to curve. Yes, curve profile and Clo3d. So this, at this point here, you can play with the curve. If you want it to curl more, you can add more curling. You can increase the height of the curve. You can reduce it. Just play with the figures around there to fit the way you want the water to rotate around your design, you get, or even your object. You can. It's not just for clothes design. You can also use it for any product water simulation you want to do, you get. So that's very important. Then I created. I'm going to be deleting this. Okay, I'll explain something here before I delete this. So then I created an inflow, you get. So that inflow is where we'll generate water that will flow around this curve you can see. Yeah, so what you do here is this last the first point here, you have to add your word origin here. So it's either you press Shift S and you click on Shift S and you press cursor to selected. So when you click on cursor to selected, you can go back to your object mode, click on Shift A, and then you can add no, not this, Shift A, and then you can add, I used a cube and I made it like smaller, very small, but not too small. If it's too small, you will find out that when you bake it, it won't generate water during the process. So I made it smaller. You can make it SY, you can just make it small, not too small. Then I added them subdivision. This is mine here. One is even smaller than this. So this is the, as you can see, this is it here. This is it here. So I added a subdivision, as you can see. I subdivided it just twice. Yes, so you can subdivide yours during the process. So now I will now explain something now. So let's go here. So now let me show you the other part of the simulation. So here, okay, no, that's the camera. So this is the domain here. So these are options here. So when you install the Flipfluid add-on, you just go to your where you just go to this part where you can control do a lot of physics, this physics aspect of the Blender. Then you see Flipfluid here. So click on this Flipfluid instead of clicking on the Blender fluid generator. Then just convert your mesh to your cube to domain. Click on it here, sorry. Then your small cube here, this small cube will be what? Will be our inflow. As you can see here, it's our inflow. So, and this curve here is going to be our force field. So it's always there. You see everything on Flipfluid add-on. So when you click on force field, then you will see curve guide force. So this curve will guide the force of the water, the flow of the water. You get? So that's very important. And then you need to increase the strength of your, I think this place, when you activate it, when you've created your curve guide, sorry, it will be 0 something 1. So you just need to increase the flow strength to make sure your flow strength is 2 and spin strength is 1. Just remember this figure, it's very important. So what else again? That's very important. Or else you have to do with water flowing around the curve. The water might just move up and then just come down again. You get? So you can play with figures. You can play with figures. And again, there's one thing I need to like remind you during the process of this animation. This Flipfluid add-on will only work on 3.1 Blender. If you use it in the updated version like 3.6, 3.4, maybe 3.2, you might have issue rendering or even saving the file, because you might save your animation and then come back and you find out that your water is not moving like the way it's supposed to be. You get? And then you start rebaking during the process. I had issue like that, so I had to like download older version of Blender for me to save this simulation. So this Blender version is 3.1 right now. So let's move to the inflow. So this is our inflow. This cube here is our inflow. So what I did was that I keyframed the inflow. You get? So at frame 10, if you want to keyframe it, this enable is a mark. So when you right click here, you can keyframe. You get? So I keyframe it when it was on frame 10. You keyframe it here. On frame 10, just make sure you keyframe this animation. So when you keyframe it on frame 10, then move to the frame 11, uncheck this, and then keyframe it again. And then keyframe it at this thing again. So what this keyframe means that when it gets to 11, the inflow object will stop generating water. Do you get? So at frame 11, to stop generating water. Do you get? So that's why, so that it won't just, water won't spill off when it gets to the tip point of this curve guide. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that's the thing. So that's just what I did here. There's nothing you need to like touch around here. You just leave everything the way it is here. All you need to do is just keyframe your inflow object, which is here. Then the domain is here. Then this domain you have to play with the resolution. When you start, water might look too thick and too I don't know, too thick, but then the sheeting and the surface tension, I checked it. So I enable surface tension here, and I also enable the sheeting effect. You get? So that the water won't be separating from each other too much. So I enable it, so you can keep this figure in mind. And this is the Flipfluid. So Flipfluid comes with textures for your water. or maybe anything. Yeah, it has available textures for the water, like yeah, this is, I'm using the water clear. That's why the water looks realistic. So there's water clear, there's ocean water, there's juice, there's milk, depending on what you want to use this add-on for in your animation. So I'm using water clear for my Flipfluid, so that's very important. So what did I do next again? What I did mostly was to adjust the resolution. You can start with 150 and make sure you are starting with a frame of 100 to just check out what it looks like. So yeah, I think you can go do better than me because I use resolution of 400. But I think if you want to get a better water, you have to go as high as maybe up to 1K or more. You get. So my water was looking quite thick. Yeah, it was looking thicker and looked like mercury, something like that. Yes. So, but then I think if you want to but it should take more time for it to bake. So that's the thing. So when you adjust your resolution, you can always adjust your resolution here and always bake here. This is where you bake, and you reset. When you reset it, your water will cancel your baked water, and you have to bake again. And in case you are testing the fluid simulation, you can just use 100 frame to see the way the water looks like, and keep adjusting your or increasing your resolution, sorry, during the process. So that is the part of the Flipfluid add-on. So don't forget, this curve is your curve guide force. So when you go to force field, click on curve guide force, then this is your domain and this is your inflow. That's what just you need. Don't forget to keyframe your inflow and also your curve guide. Increase the spin and the flow this thing. This is it. The spin strength and the flow strength for the water to flow around the curve. If you don't increase it, water might not even flow. It might just keep popping out, like spilling out. During the process. So so I think this is what we have here. Let me play this. Okay. Let me play this from 1. Let me start with 1. So this is the way it looks like here. So I will talk about the camera and the color change. So this is the, let me scroll closer to it. So this is the water simulation here, flowing through the curve, as you can see right here. So this is it here. It's also showing here. So that's just it. So that's the part about the simulation. Nothing, it's not that tough. Then the next thing you will do here is your if you can create your camera to rotate 360 or anyhow you want your camera to look around. Then the color change was just the light. The color change here was the light here. So what I did was I keyframed the light into different colors. So if you look here, where's the light here? Yes, this is the light. These are the colors here. So what I did was to keyframe the color. So you can see, just focus your view on this point and you can see here the color changes. So what you just need to do is keyframe the light and keyframe the movement of the light of the the movement of the light too. Yes, I use area, so I think this way it looks like. So yes, so this is my camera here. So it's playing in cycles right now. So in the rotation, I make sure that my camera rotates in the angle of the flow of water, there's making it look as if the water is static or something like that. So, and it's only the color that is changing here. The color changes the color of the clothes design, not me changing the color of the clothes design. So the light is the one that is changing the light is the one that is changing the color of the clothes design in this process. And for the 360 animation, I used an empty to control it. So I parented the camera to this empty here. This is the empty, as you can see here. So this camera was parented to this empty. So you can do that with your item here. So all you just need to do is what I did was to keyframe my Z axis. The rotation, I keyframe only my Z axis. Only my Z axis. Or Z rotation, sorry. So this is it here. And that's all. And that's all about the tutorial or the breakdown. So if you have any question on this, if you have any problem you are facing using the Flipfluid add-on, just send an email or just drop it in the comment section and I will attend to you. So thank you for watching this video on Clo3d to render animation on water simulation. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell to get more video. And I'll also be dropping more animation because I just cooked one finish, but then I'm yet to release it, which is I'm not saving this. So I think the name of the file is muffin. So I did a muffin. Let me see if it's going to come out here. Oh, not yet. See where I'm typing from. Okay, yeah. This is the shirt. So stay tuned for this. This is an add-on for this also. So you can see this. So I'll just be creating a breakdown and I'll create a better design. This was just a testing. So I'll prepare something nice for the tutorial and for the animation. So stay tuned for this also. Thank you.